Danni has made a huge mistake while Maurice is taking a bigger risk than ever. And apparently ZAC is ready to put it all on the line to make sure he can help Karen. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And a little bit of housekeeping before I get into this episode 10 synopsis breakdown from season 6. I spent quite a bit of time in the comment section over the weekend as I've dropped a lot of videos recently, and there's been an influx of not only subscribers, new subscribers, but also comments, and I do my best to try to read everything. With that said, I want all of the new people here to be very clear. This is a safe space for those who identify with and support Karen as a character. That does not mean it's not a safe space for people who identify with Fatima. However, 99% of the Sistas fandom operates in a space of support of Fatima and lack of empathy for Karen. My place on this internet, all of my platforms, are a very small, safe space for those people who have been bullied off of other platforms for speaking their truth, for speaking what they identify with, and celebrating Karen as a character, because most of this fandom attempts to demonize her. So if you attempt to demonize Karen in the comment section down below, you will be dealt with. You will be checked and or blocked. That is something that is not changing when it comes to my sister's content. If that is not something that you're okay with, if that is not something that you can actually navigate around, if you cannot find it in your heart or your mind or your words to find respectful ways to communicate what you feel about this character that is not a demonization or feeding into stereotypes of massage noir and self-hate, then this is probably not the platform for you. And that is okay. Check my pinned comment down below for more details about this. Anybody who chooses to comment, please be sure to read the pinned comment just so that you can know exactly what to expect in reference to the conversation. It's very important to me that I don't just have a comment section full with toxicity and random spewing of team this and team that, but my comment section is meant to actually be an extended conversation of the content that I actually put forth in reference to these videos. We have very intentional, thought-provoking, hopefully healing conversations here, and too many people, specifically within the Sistas fandom, I believe, have gotten way too comfortable with being toxic on Twitter or trifling in Facebook groups and speaking about these characters as if there aren't thousands of women who are also consuming this content, also navigating these internet waters, who identify with and take offense to the things that you're saying. We can support both Karen and Fatima respectfully and have disagreements respectfully. And do not be surprised if you present disrespect and you're met with disrespect. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about episode 10. The synopsis reads, Maurice is willing to risk everything to save a friend, as Danni may have made a terrible mistake with Preston, as ZAC is willing to put his relationship at risk in an effort to assist Karen. Y'all. At this point, Zachary, please have talked to Fatima at least. Like, I am honestly all for him supporting Karen and him helping Karen. And y'all know this. If you have watched any of my other videos, if you have been a subscriber of the channel for any amount of time, you already know how I feel about this whole Zarin gate right now. But I'm hoping that by episode 10, he's actually had a conversation with Fatima, even though the synopsis looks like that would not be the case. I'm trying to imagine how he's actually putting his relationship at risk in reference to assisting Karen. Y'all, like, how are they still just not talking by episode 10? And if so, why? I get it. I did a video talking about what I felt like Fatima should do. So if you missed it, go ahead and check that video out. I basically present two options: for her to pop off or for her to process, and how she should actually be handling this circumstance for her betterment. Like, that is literally a video in jumping into Fatima's point of view and advocating for her to do what I think would be best for her mental and emotional wellness. Linked in the description box down below, as well as the cards above. The only way I could see this actually, well, not, this is the only way I could see, so I am saying that. Y'all can let me know how you could see this will be ruining his relationship in the comments. But did Fatima like forbid him from helping Karen, and then him continuing to do so is going to put their relationship at risk? No, I feel like they still haven't talked. I don't know. Like, this one little sentence is sending me into a tailspin, because while I am actually really excited for ZAC to get to a place where he can be honest about his feelings for Karen and his love for Karen, and not just be so damn dismissive and disruptive, I'm still like, the steam plant thing was a daggone lot, y'all. Him putting his hands on her was a daggone lot. And he did all of that because he had all of these underlying emotions and feelings that have gone unchecked, because he has done nothing but try to basically run away from them in a hopes of like affirming Fatima and completely rejecting that, when in all actuality his relationship with Fatima would be so much stronger if he could just be honest about where he currently is in life, where he currently is in mindset, where he currently is in love, which to me looks like he's very much so still in love with Fatima, but fighting his residual love for Karen, fighting demons of knowing how he was in reference to being a horrible boyfriend in a relationship with Karen, and feeling guilt to the point of needing to save her. Somebody made a really great point in one of the comments, and I'm so sorry I can't remember your username, so let me know in the comment section down below if this was you. But on another one of my videos, someone basically said that part of this is Fatima doesn't let ZAC save her, and now this has presented the perfect opportunity for him to save Karen, and he's jumping all in because he wants to feel like he can actually save somebody, and that's like basically his redemption. And I thought that was a really interesting take, because while I'm not necessarily on board to blame Fatima, I think, and I have said this in other videos, I think that Fatima is struggling so very much, not only because this is Karen that we're talking about and things that ZAC is doing, but I think that Fatima is struggling so much because of all of the other things that she really did let slide prior to this. So not only is it, she knows that you still have love for Karen, but she's also had to deal with Connie drama, Deja drama, Heather drama, your mama drama, your homeboys drama. Like, it's been so much that she's had to put up with, and at this point you really just wore her very, very thin, so we can't even really blame her for her frustrations, right? And then Fatima is also battling her internalized insecurities. I have been rewatching seasons 1 and 2 of Sistas, and I made it to like season 2 episode 14 last night, and that was the episode where Fatima told Andi what happened with Ian, and how Ian, well, she didn't say Ian's name, but when Andi asked, have you ever been in love, she said yes, once. Y'all, this stopped me in my tracks while I was watching, because this is exactly what's playing out right now in real time for Fatima. So I could only imagine how triggered she is just by feeling like she's going back down memory lane in this moment, with ZAC doing the same things that Ian did right before Ian left her. Now, this for me gave me even more validation of like, I want Fatima to say what she got to say, because in the past you kind of let it ride, and then you got left and he married somebody. So like, let's choose to do something else. However, like some of y'all have also pointed out in the comment section down below, a lot of women stay silent and they're still trying to figure it out and observe and observe and observe. And I understand that too. I have done that too. Again, check out my process and a pop off video, because I think that will provide additional context. I'm going to go ahead and lean towards the sentence in reference to the synopsis saying, as ZAC is willing to put his relationship at risk in an effort to assist Karen. That means that they really have not talked. They have not come to an agreement. It's interesting because Fatima and Karen have a run-in episode 9, and that forced Karen to give Andi an ultimatum. So I could only imagine what's building up in Fatima's mind right now, especially if we get to episode 10 and she has not talked to ZAC, has not expressed to ZAC exactly how she feels, what she feels, and why she feels it, only to run into Karen in episode 9, and then in episode 10 to have him doing additional things to support and help Karen, which is all the more reasons why, y'all, I think that she got to say what she got to say. You cannot just let this snowball. But this whole synopsis, I cannot just talk about ZAC, Karen, and Fatima. That is my thoughts in reference to what's going on with them. Also, be mindful that I am doing this episode 10 synopsis breakdown, and episode 10 will air on August 2nd. I am doing this on Monday, July 10th, before we get to see episode 7. So please keep that in mind when you watch this video. And also have episodes 8 and 9 synopsis breakdowns on the channel as well already, so you can get into those if you missed them, and they'll be linked down below as well. Now, the other half of this synopsis reads, Maurice is willing to risk everything to save a friend, as Danni may have made a terrible mistake with Preston. If this mistake is not you went and married him in Vegas, girl, I don't care. Somebody who got mad at me over the weekend said I don't talk about Danni on this channel enough. So I would love it in the comment section if y'all tell me, what exactly am I supposed to say about Daniella King in the comment section? What, based off of what Tyler Perry is giving us in reference to her storyline, do we need to discuss? Am I missing? Because I only go off of the material I'm given. But if you have an idea, a thought, something I can jump off of and expand it into a whole video specifically about Daniella, please drop it in the comment section down below, because I would love to make that content for you. I have no idea what this terrible mistake is. Again, I'm seeing this after watching episode 6, and she was all pissed about sleeping with Preston, even though, girl, that's what you actually really wanted to do. Did she go and meet with Mindy? Like, that would be a horrible mistake. Y'all don't have nothing to talk about. Did you accept his proposal and now you sister wives with Mindy? Like, girl, I have no idea. Drop your thoughts in reference to what her terrible mistake is in this episode in the comment section, so that we can go ahead and talk it out together. And then Maurice being willing to risk everything to save a friend. I think that this is him risking everything to save Sabrina, and about damn time, because, sir, you have tore Sabrina's life upside down, inside out. Like, you have just made it so difficult for this young lady, this beautiful young lady. And then not only that, but you've had an attitude the entire time along the way. We know that Sabrina is going to go confront Q at the airport, and she has had about enough, and she's got a plan to try to get him to do what he's supposed to do, which is perfectly fine. Clearly that's going to backfire, and I really do think that Maurice is willing to sacrifice himself for Sabrina, and I'm not mad at it. All right, y'all, those are my thoughts for episode 10, titled The Aftermath, again airing on August 2nd, 2023. And now it's your turn. Drop down in the comment section and drop an intentional conversation pushing question, thought, or theory, pretty please, so that we can keep the conversation going on this Good Here Sistas content. I'm your good sis, you let us talk TV with, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.